I am testing my shop stream. Michael B. Can you see me? And if you can see me, what are you seeing me on? My G.I. Joe page? Or are you seeing me on Arcades Anonymous page? I find my peace. Blueprints scattered across the floor. Battles raging behind closed doors. Every cut, a step to heal. Every nail makes it feel real. I'm building worlds in a wooden cool. Brett Burner and Israel are on my page. Trying to figure out, okay, the Arcades Anonymous, so it's like dual streaming. Just trying to figure out how to cut it off of Arcades Anonymous and stream right to my page, but it wasn't letting me do that. One coin at a time, I'll build my way through the heavy nights and darker days. The nights along the silence loud, thoughts of failure form a crowd, but in the glow of LED, there's a piece of who I saw you tried to call me. Is it important? No, I don't. But thanks. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to, so I'm using Streamlabs, and I had it connected to the Arcades Anonymous page for when we were streaming in Chicago. And I was trying to figure out how to test out and get set up so that I can do some streaming from the shop, but I didn't want to bother everybody that's subscribed to the Arcades Anonymous channel with a pointless test stream that is just going to be a huge mess and cluster. So, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to detach from Arcades Anonymous and just stream to my page. But so it looks like it's streaming to both right now. But I got some cool cameras set up. See, we follow me around. You should have like a dual view and seeing me from up in the top of the shop. But then I should be able to jump us over here, which is my a little bit of my mobile cam, which I have just sitting pointing at the CNC right now. And I also have table view. Mic gain, let me see. editor layout, mixers, audio. There's some, trying all kinds of things. I was trying to figure out, so the other thing I want to do is figure out how to have the chat talk to me, get some sort of text to speech so that I can hear you rather than having to sit here and read the chat. And then I can move around and work on stuff in here. Let's see. Here is mic audio. Is this the gain button? Any better? Settings. Projector, performance mode. Is it better? Not better? Move it closer to my face. I got a wireless mic. How about that? Any better now? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Hello world. So I should be able to kind of walk around the shop and it follows me around and then where did we leave? Left you guys looking at the table. Switch over to this camera. I don't know what the chime is. I'm hearing it too. Could you hear my desktop music when I had it going? Do you hear that through the mixer stuff, or are you hearing it through my, I don't know. Got some tunes bumping. Now I should be able to technically grab my mobile cam here, and you guys follow me there, and then I can move around and show you stuff here. Oop, wrong way. Stuff here. Here's the CNC. One of the things I got to do before I can get it going is change out a belt again. As you can see here, my belt broke. It's supposed to be Kevlar strings inside there, but they snap, and then you get all this distortion in the belt track. And yeah, belt drive is not the way to go. But this is an old machine that has grown with me. It's just a little baby guy when I first picked it up. So that's what we got going on here. Thanks for tuning in, and sorry I probably got a bunch of people excited that there was probably something more interesting about to happen. But I don't know, maybe if you guys want to see some shop building and work, let me know. But that was what I'm trying to get set up, is to maybe do some sort of streaming of building and making stuff in the shop. I also have like an overhead camera that's pointing down at my edge bander to show you guys some of that and how that works. I have some multiple cameras set up out in the big garage too, in the paint booth and at a couple of the saws. So I might be able to switch out over there and show you things that are going on out there too. But this stream had absolutely no point other than pressing go to see if where it was going to stream to, and then also start to figure out what other problems I have, like mic problems. So this is, I think, probably the live chat stream from AA. Over here on this page is probably the live strat error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Let's see. Countercade extend. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh snap. Y'all, so you need one of those moving. I don't need, I got. Hopefully you're seeing some moving stuff around, so I'm sure probably dual streaming is probably not helping the bandwidth then. I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff. What is this one? Why is it not working? So this is my chat text-to-speech app that somebody, Gamer Fridge, Chaotic, found. Let's see. Wait. What if I go over to the AA? Tell it to do the AA. Agree. Here. AA, select all, continue. All right, somebody say something. There's 4 of you watching, so see if it talks to me. Am I talking to myself? Tells me I'm still live and that we have 4 viewers. Last thing I saw though was looking good from Jason Little Alien. Sign into chat. Why would I need to sign into chat on my own stream? Anybody out there? Losing people. Down to 3.
Jason, Lila Lee. Said. Alive. Jason, Lila Lee. Said. LOL.
All right, Jason Lila Lean. Text-to-speech is working at least when that's open. Let me minimize it and see if it still continues to. Jason Lalaline. We'll have to work on its pronunciation, but when it first said it, I was like, who the heck's Jason Lalaline? So we're still live. We're still alive. People can still hear me, so that's good. How's my
Jason, Lila Lee. Said. Let's see what it does with the URL http://www.youtube.com.
Not too bad. It read it all. And it read youtube.com.
Said. Hello test test.
Now, do you guys hear that too? Or is it... Are we getting a loop? Are you guys hearing what it's saying? Or is it just... Am I just hearing it? I think I have desktop audio set on. There's Brooklyn. Hi, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Menace said, fire smiling face with horns fire. Jason, Lila Lee said, yes, we can hear it repeated back. Jason, Lila Lee said,
how about if I mute the desktop audio? Does it play back to you guys now?
Goopyfoot said, yes, we hear it. Brooklyn Menace said, that's some machine you have there.
Did you hear it that time? With it muted? And I guess the question is do you guys like hearing it? So I know for when I set this up for Reels, it's helpful for me because I would like to be able to be like moving around and
Israel Gaming
setting stuff up.
said,
Why is it not?
LOL, the text to speak is doing Jason dirty fam SMH. Jason, Lila Lee said, can still hear that, just much lower.
It was
Brooklyn
probably
Menace
playing through my
said, what's up
mic
at Jason,
then.
Lila Lee? Jason, Lila Lee said, haha, that is real gaming.
Can you hear music?
Fighting demons that don't understand. I'm building worlds in a wooden frame. Arcade dreams to drown the pain. Pixels shine where shadows creep. In my small garage, I find my peace. Blueprints scattered across the floor. Battles raging behind closed doors.
All right. Well, let's see. I can jump over there. How is my LOL? It says my name
Israel
right.
Gaming said, LOL, it says my name right, and sounds so of a good brother flex biceps.
Flex biceps. Alright, so I think we're getting there. How's my video quality? Is it choppy? Or is it semi-smooth? It's telling me over on G.I. Joel channel that that the quality is poor.
Through the heavy nights and darker days, the nights alone.
I gotta figure out how to disconnect the so it's not multi-streaming. I'm gonna at least for the time being. It's weird because it will let me disconnect from G.I. Joel. Music volume is good compared to your mic volume. Okay.
Jason, Lila Lee
Audio.
said, the music volume is good compared to your mic volume. I'd still increase your main mic audio a little bit more.
Mic here. That's not adjusted anything. Let me see if I can kill the stream. I think at least try to. Over on my channel, because I think now that Israel is...
Jason, Lila Lee said, when testing, sometimes your voice can be louder. But if you're speaking softly, it gets much more difficult to hear.
Gotcha. Alright, let's see. What is... properties. Mic. Audio. Oh. Now we got the air compressor going. Why does it not give me any other options for the my local volume level is?
Lila Lee said, my local volume level is where I can normally hear a nice and loud. You're definitely quieter than the others were on a typical show.
That's because those guys are crazy. Use device. It's weird that it... I got it. It only has one slider right now, it looks like. I'll have to look into this, I guess, and figure out how to adjust the volume and mic stuff a little bit more. So I got it bumped all the way up from what I can tell. There's got to be some other kind of option in here to edit my sound. How about any better there? I don't know. The other thing I could try is this setup here. Where is that? Here. What if...
Jason, Lila Lee said, don't go anywhere as loud as Gamer Fridge. Never go full Gamer Fridge. LOL.
Definitely don't want to go full Gamer Fridge. Let's see. That's not the one. Where is
Brooklyn Menace said, OBS and Split are always a challenge getting everything set up to work well. What I do is test it with the recording before I go live.
That's a pretty good idea. I may have to, that's smart thinking there. See? That's why they pay you the big bucks, Brooklyn. I hadn't even considered that. But that's a pretty good idea. I will...
Brooklyn Menace said, it's weird in Split you have to have your mic muted in the program to avoid echo, but you can still hear your mic.
What is going on? I thought I had a different little... Here it is, right here. Too much junk. What if we tried doing this? There's also, wonder what this button does. How about that? Does that fix our problems? Well, plus minus volume looking button on the side here. Alright. How about that? That bump and fix things a little bit better than it was before. Let's jump over here. Open this. And I'm going to end the stream on, I think, my G.I. Joe channel. And
Brooklyn Menace said, way better with that mic. Jason, Lila Lee said, oh, that definitely brought audio up.
okay, cool. So that got some extra controls on the side of the mic. I was going to also try this and see how this works. Let's maybe give it a shot. Can you still hear me? And does that sound any better? If I did that, does that sound... Which sounds better? This, setup 1,
Real gaming.
or
How's it going, Brooklyn Menace?
option 2?
You doing all right, brother?
Here's option 2. Any better? Any worse? About the same. Let's throw on...
Jason, Lila Lee.
sound better.
Option 1 sounds better, and option 1 can even probably come down just slightly as well for a perfect balance.
Okay. So do that. And bump it down a couple. How about that? Any better? Test. Turn off the background. There. Pause that. Alright. Option 1 sounds best. And I think I bumped it down a couple on the little side doohickey. Let me know. How does that sound? We good for audio? Get this all done and then I'll completely forget it by the time I get around to live streaming again. Then I guess I can probably put this. Yeah. All kinds of... Yes, it's the G.I. Joe theme song. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's the G.I. Joe theme song.
I haven't gotten used to the fact that the computer's reading to me, and so now we got some double reading going on. It's a little delayed. All right, so we've got option 1 hooked up, good to go. Cool. And then that. What do you think about the screen layout? Is it got too much going on? Just trying to get a couple views so that when I get busy and I'm actually working on something and doing something, that hopefully you can at least see what I'm doing. So if I relied on just one camera, I imagine that this one's just kind of to show you roughly what's going on. And then I got a couple in the shop.
At his real gaming, I'm doing good. Just relaxing at home. Jason, Lila Lee, said. Agent, Cian Spirits, said. So this is Joel's OnlyFans.
So,
I'm a bit disappointed.
let's see. Well, that camera's not even... What's going on here? Oh, that's why. Wait, where are we at here? Which... We got some funky stuff going on here. I was looking at the wrong screen, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. This is the camera you guys are... At least what it looks like you're supposed to be seeing. But... I don't think you're seeing it. Because what I'm seeing, you're seeing is still the view of the CNC, which is just, it's like froze or something. So what's the deal there?
Gamer Fridge said.
I don't know. Fumbling around. Definitely is my only stream. This is not professional work by any means. Got way too much going on, and I had no idea how to even just simply stream from one camera straight from YouTube, let alone how to stream from all kinds of cameras from a secondary application and get all fancy like video capture device. I'm almost positive you guys are not seeing a live feed from that second camera.
Is Real Gaming said. There's a lot of black border space under CNC machine.
Black border space. Yeah. Oh, for the camera? Yeah, the bottom, the lower left corner
said. LFG. Skin Spirits said. No, just a static image. No camera movement whatsoever.
That's what I thought. So it's not sending out the... It's not pulling in the feed. No, let's see. Evo Shop. Try to refresh it and see what happens. Switch it to this. Switch it back to that. There we go. Maybe. Well, we had it.
The Corner Cave said. It's working, the robot is routing. The Corner Cave said.
The robot is ralking.
Chaotic BPR said. Bing bang boom pow wow. Ryan de Phillips said. Hi.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Chaotic.
Is Real Gaming said. You should put some pics or videos of your products in that corner space. Understand CNC machine.
So, yeah,
Ryan
that...
de Phillips said. You see Anvernick is halting sales today due to tariffs?
I did not see that, but it's not too surprising. I'm sure there's lots of people in the chat that probably had heard that. I hadn't heard that yet. It's unfortunate. Hopefully they get things figured out. That space below the CNC machine is real. I actually have set up with another box for another camera for when, like, people like Cornercade that want a link, I can have guests in that box, but not Cornercade.
Upper left, secondary camera in lower left, main work camera in upper right, and below that widened chat window. The Cornercade said. Joel send a link. Jason, Lilaline said. Then you can also take that Joey logo and put it as a YouTube overlay in the lower right hand corner as well. The Cornercade said. Yeah, buddy. The Cornercade said. Face with open mouth, face with open mouth, face with open mouth.
There we go. Now I think we're cooking with some peanut oil.
Disappointed face, disappointed face.
We got a live feed from both cameras now. I think so. I think we're getting there. I don't know if it's going to be any better on a new run, but...
I am Joel J.I. and I talk sexy to him.
This could be a problem.
Brian De Phillips said, oh, yes, oh, yes.
You guys. No. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh, so wanted to jump back again because I didn't quite catch before it gets completely lost. Little Alien gave some suggestions for moving some layout around, so main view.
At the Cornercade, it's not easy sending a link on professional streaming software like it is on StreamYard and Restream.
That's true. Especially if you have no idea what you're doing at all. But I did start to set up a window view with guests.
The Cornercade said.
But when I do that, let's see, did I have, that's the collab cam, yeah. Now, ClabCam is not yet sending your video call and audio to guests. Start ClabCam? No. Well, no, because I don't want to send it to Cornercade. We'll try that one out later. We don't want to stretch ourselves and get too crazy. But so yeah, that's the plan. Is if I did have, and maybe I can move stuff around. If I had guests on down by the arcade car hybrid Frankenstein thing, that black area, so that would be a spot for my collab cam for my guests, but I don't think that needs to be permanently there. I'll have to set up a different layout, 2 layouts, one for with guests, one for without. It's got all kinds of weird, crazy stuff here, so. Studio mode. There.
Spirits. Said. At Vic_VP, I was just checking out your Fata Fury VID. It's coming in Thursday for me, I'm jealous you already have it.
We got 7 people watching a Terrible Dead test stream. So, want to have a quick tour, at least, now that kind of got a few things figured out and set up. We can do something like this. So here is streaming setup / work area. Computer, get my files and stuff set up for the CNC.
When you do those video / audio transitions, the audio clips / cuts out during the whole transition. Jason.
That's good to know.
Sub @Vic_VP.
Does it play audio, or is it just cutting out my audio of talking? I'm not aware of it. It shouldn't be playing audio, but...
Take it off. Gamer Fridge. Said. Hit that like button.
But it's good to know if I'm doing those transitions that it's cutting me off. I'll keep that in mind and look and see if there's something I can do about it, or have to try to keep it top of mind that not to be talking doing those transitions. There's the CNC. Got a laser engraver down here.
Is real gaming. Said. I want to see some machines running, brother.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Baby steps.
Jason, Lila Lee. It plays the audio, but the transition-specific audio clips out.
Interesting. I didn't even know it had any audio to it, so I'll have to go back and listen to it and see what it's doing and figure it out.
Not sure if it cuts off your audio too, but it does cut off the transition audio.
Oh, here's the shop. Bunch of tools for building cool arcade cabinets. And just a small little tiny shop. Here's my edge bander. So that's been a huge lifesaver tool. Cut strips for my risers. You feed them into here.
Yeah, it sounds like the Autobots transforming.
And it heats up hot melt down inside this little tank. And it spins around and feeds up the hot melt onto these wheels. And it runs it through here. And then you run a board up against it, and it throws the edge banding on for you. So that has been a great quick improvement over the iron that was being used to apply all the edge banding by hand. Yeah. I don't know how well this wireless camera does. Here's the outside of the shop. Can you still see me? Here's the outside of the shop. Test out my wireless signal for my camera and my mic. So here's table saw, and got some routing tables. CNC plasma cutter. We want to have some metal candy cab Supernova G.I. Joe cabinets and risers made out of metal. We got that. Welder, metal brake bender. Here's my panel cutting saw. Got the paint booth behind it. That's deflated right now. Do a bunch of painting inside there. see, got the laminator, shipping station. Working on setting up a table over here for putting my finishes on, because I've been transitioning to put pretty much all vinyl on the outsides now, rather than staying in color. So getting a table to put over here, and I got a rack that I'm going to put up on the wall. I can put all my vinyl up on and apply all my vinyl and things. And I don't even know if you guys can still hear me or not, so I'm going to go back and see if any of that was still working. Let's see the NBA Jam board. Oh, so that was...
Said, Sweet Shop Brother. Pretty freaking cool looking. Brian DePhillips. Said,
so yeah, the NBA Jam.
NBA Jam board. Jason.
The NBA Jam was just a deluxe deck. Or not a deluxe, it's a XL deck. So a customer sent me that so that I can take measurements off of it and start building 2-player decks. So that's a project to come in the future. Some custom 2-player decks for the XLs. We got... How far does that work? Let's started to get my X-Arcade tank stick going today. I installed my GRS gate switchers. This camera gimbal has a lot of drift to it, it seems. Got my gate switch on here. And so this is my replaced player 1, player 2 buttons. Got it all set up and realized that my MetaQuest controllers were not charged. I have a charger in the game down here, and apparently the charger I had never plugged into, so it doesn't do any good to try to charge your charger without power coming into them. So I've had them sitting on there for like a couple weeks thinking they were just going to be ready to go for me, and that wasn't the case. Charge up so that I can now get our Ranger and all that working on a cool stand for it, base. So that's one of the next things that is coming shortly to a Joel website near you. Let's see. That's that. Run back in here. See if we were still picking up audio and video feed. Let's see, your voice signal are cutting out on the large window. Probably, yeah. The
Said, losing signal.
Interesting.
Jason, Lila Lee. Said, super pixelated and regular audio cutouts. Jason, Lila Lee. Said, video is very poor right now. James hates everything. Said, is it time for promotions?
Promotions? Maybe. Let's see. Am I back? Can you hear my audio better? You should be able to see me on this camera. If we... Hello?
Jason, Lila Lee. Said, it was perfect up to a minute ago.
I think I got too far away. My audio was...
Joel 89. Said,
Oh, we'll be home soon. I better finish up
James
quick.
hates everything. Said, I had no idea your
there it
shop
goes.
was underwater. Seeing spirits.
Shop was underwater.
Everything was perfect until James showed up. MRSGI Joel 89. Said,
MRS GI Joel 89.
Jason, Lila Lean. Said, yeah, lower left camera is perfect. Chaotic BPR. Said,
No free risers
we are
yet.
giving away free risers.
All right, well, now that we've got everything froze up. Oh, I just lost that camera, it looks like. Switch over to that one.
Jason, Lila Lean. Said, larger window signal is
Yeah,
unwatchable.
lost signal on that
LOL.
camera for some reason. I think I must have lost, got disconnected from the Wi-Fi. Too much technology and things that are dependent on different things all at once.
Jason, Lila Lean. Said, that new view looks great. James hates everything.
This one is wired directly into the camera.
Except for camera wired or wireless.
That one is wireless. So is the one I was walking around with. Everything is wireless except for this one. My webcam 360 thing. Alright, well, we got some stuff kind of figured out. Discovered problems. Figured out how to fix some things. Realized some other issues, so. Appreciate everybody swinging by and goofing around a little bit. Hopefully it wasn't a complete waste of time for you guys. You might have saw or enjoyed something, and it at least was a little bit helpful for me to get a few things kind of figured out and tested, try to work some of these bugs out. Let me know if you guys are interested in wanting to see not more content like this, hopefully, but more content with the spirit and idea of this, of working in the shop, building some products maybe, or when I'm working on some sort of a prototype or something like that. Show you guys how some of the tools work, and I don't know. Just thought it might be kind of fun to stream and hang out with you guys and chat a little bit while I'm working. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. If it's something that you're interested in seeing on the AA channel, let me know. If you want me to put it on my channel only, let me know. Get it all figured out. So
sorry I missed the test.
No, you didn't miss much. Appreciate everybody's help and hanging out. Well, anyways, if I can figure out how to end this, I am going to end it. But let's, I got a stream ending soon transition we'll throw up there first. I'm going to have to go back and see what the audio is that it's playing, because I wasn't even aware that it was playing audio. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot, and maybe we'll try to do this again later on in the